All right, guys, PCA day 3. We're in a bit of a rush, but we met Michael and we want to talk about his new product. So follow us while we walk to his booth and check out his new stuff. Michael, take it away.
Thank you. So we make the world's coolest humidors. That's our main gig, right? And I've been wanting to make a cigar for about 7 years, and I really haven't found a blend that I want to put my name on, right? I mean, it's a big deal. When you see our humidors, you'll understand, like, our stuff's really nice. And we can't just launch another Honduran cigar or another Dominican cigar. So we fly out to Honduras to meet with Justo at the factory farm, and it's crazy. Our flight's a day and a half late. There's a snowstorm. It's like, horrible getting there. So we talked to Justo, and he's like, look, you guys missed the first day. I'll let you stay an extra day, which turned out to be serendipitous because we got to spend all day smoking cigars with Justo, and I got to pitch him my concepts for cigars. The concept is when you light a cigar, it always looked like a rocket to me.
Okay.
So, you have the little flame, the torch, it's a rocket. So we're like, wouldn't it be cool if you had a rocket cigar? And so we had catted out this idea before we went to Honduras. Get a rocket, you get boosters, the whole theme, smoke force, kind of the whole theme, right? Look at it a little bit like a kid. And so, right here, we start pitching Justo on this idea of a rocket cigar and Claro Mission Zero. And the thing I didn't know about Justo, I don't know if you know this, but he's a big Trekkie.
Dude,
The dude has seen every Star Trek, like offshoots that no one's ever heard of, he's telling us about. So we start pitching him this, and he's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
If there was ever a guy that was going to be in, it was Justo.
I'm in. So he hands me this blend. He's like, try this. It's the Cameroon wrapper. He's been working on it for a while. I smoke it, and I'm like, Justo, this is quite possibly the best cigar I've ever smoked. I'm like, it's just serendipitous, right? And I'm like, and I was afraid he wouldn't give it to me because you could tell he had an affinity for it. I'm like, this is what I want. This is the blend. And so he's like,
that was a tough blending process, huh?
That
was great.
Exactly. Yeah. And so he's like, well, okay. Because I could tell you, well, I don't know. And so the last day we're there, we're smoking a bunch of different stuff. We're trying stuff. And I'm like, Justo, you already know the blend I want. You already know. And he's like, Michael, I got goosebumps. He said, because that's my favorite blend. He's like, I've been stockpiling it for years, and I have to have a stockpile of cigars for you because this was February. This is 2 months ago. So we went from concept to launch in 2 months. That's how serendipitous this whole thing came together.
Cool, man.
So
good stuff.
So it's been a lot of fun. You get with the pack, you get the rocket. Okay. Now this is space grade steel. You send this puppy to space. Okay. Comes apart. Of course, you get the cigar inside of it. We're gonna make this thing so that it's it can store your cigar. You can set it on there as you're smoking it, kind of thing.
Very cool.
4 boosters to go along with it that are just cool tubos, right?
Okay.
You have your cigar in there, and then there's gonna be another 5 cigars underneath. So it's a 10-pack. Retails at $300.
10-pack, $300.
Super limited edition, like 350 boxes. That's it.
Okay, that was my next question.
Mission Zero. Once Mission Zero's over, boom. That's like like Apollo Mission.
And so, how do people find where So, you've got retailers already selling it? I imagine the ones that sell your humidors.
Yes, any Aladino retailer will have it. So you can go to any Aladino retailer. We also have ClaroCigars.com. You can go on ClaroCigars.com.
There you go.
And you can buy it there. Excellent. I'm gonna give you one.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna fire it up.
Excellent blend.
Thank you, Michael. That was awesome, man. That
Nice
was fun.
to meet you.
All right, guys. So again, Claro Mission Zero. Awesome. I can't wait to try it.
Yes.
Right? All right, cool. Bye, guys.